So what I'm going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to be making my little baby bunnies that I rescued from the fur farm. I'm going to be making a new little home for them. I got all the supplies here that I need. I'm about to introduce them to their new little home. So let's just get into it. If you come over here, guys. 3, 2, what up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day so far. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to be making my little baby bunnies that I rescued from the fur farm. I'm going to be making a new little home for them. So before I get into today's video, I just wanted to give you all a quick update on the third little duckling egg. So I wanted to give you a little update on the third egg. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to hatch. The other day, I put it up to my ear and heard some rattling, but that could have been the baby in here not making it. So I'm just gonna candle it right now and show you guys what's inside. So guys, when I candle it, you can tell that you do not see a bill. Now it is completely clear, you do not see anything. All you see is the little baby right here that probably did not make it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna cut the egg open to see what is inside, and you know, maybe the baby could be alive. I have no idea. So guys, I hate to do this. I wish this third egg hatched and was living a happy life like the two other little ducklings. But unfortunately, this happens all the time. This little guy didn't make it. He probably switched positions and suffocated, unfortunately, in the shell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take this razor blade and slowly cut it open. But there's probably gonna be a developed baby in here. So yeah, let's just do it. Let's just get into it. Oh, I hate this, guys. Literally, this shell is harder than it seems, but I made the first little incision right here. Oh gosh. Oh goodness, look at the little baby. It's all dried up in there. It definitely switched positions. I'm just gonna use my hand right here. Guys, this is so sad. Oh, he doesn't, poor little guy. He didn't make it with his little brothers and sisters. You can see that you don't see a beak here. That was the air sac right there, and you would usually see a beak. And this guy definitely switched positions and definitely suffocated, and that happens all the time. So I'm just gonna continue pulling this apart. Oh, I feel so bad. Look at that. Oh, look at the developed baby in there. Oh, this is so awful. Oh my goodness, this is, oh, poor thing. Look at that little guy right here. Oh, we almost have it undone. Oh, poor little guy. You can see that he is completely in a ball. He's completely developed, but you can see he wasn't facing the air sac, so this guy definitely suffocated. But he was alive, that poor little guy. This is the sad reality to hatching duck eggs, and you know, being a part of hatching eggs in general. This could happen with any baby that you try to hatch or incubate. This could happen. Some may not hatch, some may go rotten, and you know, it's just a part of, you know, hatching eggs. So now getting into today's video, I am gonna head to the store right now and go pick out the baby bunny's new cage. We finally made it. So guys, I got the cage in the back seat right there. I don't want to give away too much, but I made my way to Home Depot to get some fencing to put around the new bunny cage. So I'll catch you all once I get back to my house with all the supplies. So guys, I'm back at my house and I got all the supplies here that I need. So this is the little house I decided to go for. The little baby bunnies can come in here and they can feel safe and secured. And then I got this mesh right here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little playpen and I'm gonna set it up around their little house so they can have some time outside, graze on some grass, and get some sun. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this mesh and I'm gonna cover it on the pin so no animals can come in and these little guys can't sneak out. And I'm also gonna cover it on the top of the little pen so no animals can get them. So let's get into it. what it's going to look like. You can see I set the pin up, and these little guys have a lot of space to roam around, graze the grass, and have some fun. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that mesh and I'm gonna completely wrap it around this cage. Guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little zip tie right here, and my idea was to come right over here, and if you come take a look, I'm just gonna put this zip tie and I'm gonna put it right there. Just like that, and make sure it's secure. Now I'm gonna put 3 of them. So I'm gonna put 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna do that to the entire playpen, so it is nice and secure for these little bunnies. All right guys, so as you can see, we got the mesh halfway on the cage. But we had to cut the mesh out right here, you can see, and we have to put it on the door because obviously we can't open the door if the mesh is over it. So what we're gonna have to do is, since we cut it out, we're gonna stick it in the inside, and we're gonna have to zip tie it like this so no animals can get in through this way either. So now that all the netting is completely secured on the pen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this extra off right here, and then I'm gonna lay the roof, and then it's gonna be complete for these little baby bunnies. So guys, we cut the top pieces off right here. They're sitting on the ground right there, and you can see the cage is a lot cleaner. It looks a lot nicer, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna have to add a top because obviously we don't want anything eating these little rescued rabbits. And we're just gonna take this piece right here and whoa, we're gonna throw it across the top like that, and then you can see it's pretty loose, but we're just gonna have to zip tie the sides, and it's just gonna be a perfect roof for this new little enclosure. So this is the final look, guys. We got the roof on. You can see it is pretty secure. There's nothing that is gonna get in here. We got it pretty secure with zip ties. We came to the back right here and we secured it with cinder blocks, and you know, this guy's not going anywhere. So if you see, it's really spacious here and really great. And I'm gonna take this piece of plywood and I'm just gonna place it along right here so it's not so sunny and hot for these little baby bunnies. So now that we have their little day pen set up, what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need the necessities. I'm gonna need hay, food, water, a little litter pan for inside the little house when they decide to go in there and pee and poop, and some toys for enrichment time. So guys, I got all my necessities. If you look right here, I got some treats, I got some hay. I'm gonna fill up some water. I'm actually gonna put this hay on the grass and then fill up these 2 things with water because I want these guys to be extra hydrated now that they are out here. And you can see I have a little thing of food, and then I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna place it inside. But what I'm gonna do right now is, if you come over here, I am just gonna take this hay and I'm gonna dump it right there. Now there they have their pile of hay, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse out where the hay was, just like that, and I'm gonna fill this one up with water. And then I'm gonna take this one, rinse it out. This was their water bowl, and now I'm just gonna fill that up. And I am just gonna place one right here, and then the other one, I'm just gonna place it right over here. So they have 2 areas where there is water, so they are extra hydrated. Now I'm just gonna leave their food, and I'm just gonna leave it right by this water bowl. And then I'm just gonna take some treats just like this. I'm gonna take I'll take about 3, and I'm just gonna scatter them around so when they are grazing on the grass, they can, you know, come upon a tree and, you know, nibble on it. And I have these 2 little toys, and I'm just gonna throw it in there. And then I also decided, I don't know if you guys have ever had bunnies before, but if you are a bunny owner, you know that at the pet store, they do sell these litter pans. Now, these litter pans are made out of plastic. So I preferably, as a bunny owner, you know, I like to make my little litter pans for these little guys, you know, out of natural cardboard. So, you know, if they decide to chew it, they're not chewing plastic, and these little guys don't get a blockage. They're actually chewing this, and this is all natural, and this is perfectly fine for them. So I'm just gonna put this in that little house right there. So I put the litter pan in here, and they will either, you know, take safety in here when they feel, you know, scared, or they're gonna pee and poop in here, and it's just gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna go run and grab the little rescue bunnies to introduce them to their new outdoor enclosure. So guys, now that I have the cute little rescued rabbits, I decided to name this little black girl right here Moon. You can see how adorable she is. I am just totally obsessed with these guys, but you can see they're getting a lot bigger. They were pretty tiny when I got them, but you know, these guys are just happy and healthy. And then I'm gonna name this little guy right here Star. She is just the cutest little baby. These little bunnies are the sweetest. I don't know why anyone would want to take them to that fur farm or would want to hurt these little guys, but this is the moment you've been waiting for. I'm about to introduce them to their new little home. So let's just get into it. If you come over here, guys, 3, 2, 1. There you go, buddy. Look at that. They are so curious. They're like, where am I? And you guys they directly go to the back. You see this little guy is looking in his little litter pan right there like, I am in a new place. Do you guys love it? They are just so curious little cute babies. They don't even know what to think. So you can see these guys are just getting new to their little home. They're sniffing around, you know, smelling all the new smells in here. And they are just super excited that they are moved to a bigger, you know, more spacious enclosure. What are you doing? So you can see Star right here. She is just relaxing. You know, it's really, really hot here in South Florida, so she's just gonna cool off in here. But you know, all I'm gonna do is just gonna try to add this little hut in there so, you know, they feel secure and they wanna go in there. Hey, little girl, what are you doing? What are you doing, Moon? I have to get in there. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna add this little hut, if you guys look, and I'm just gonna add it right in here. Now, perfect. If you look right there, they have a little hut, so, you know, they can snuggle in at night and they feel super safe. But I'm just gonna leave these cute little baby rabbits right here, and I'm gonna let them get used to and comfortable to their new little enclosure. So guys, you can see they are just loving their new enclosure. They're just getting used to it. Now they're just grazing on some grass, and I'm just so happy that it turned out. Oh, look, she did a little happy dance. I'm so happy that this enclosure turned out great and that these little bunnies are gonna be so happy with this, you know, new spacious area to play in. So before I end today's video, I just wanted to let you all know that this enclosure right here, this is going to be a day enclosure for Star and Moon. I'm going to let them out here in the morning to get enrichment and get some playtime. And then once night comes, I am going to take them inside so no animal tries to break into this cage and get the cute little baby bunnies. But if you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you like the names I chose for these cute little baby rescued rabbits. And if you want to see more animal videos, subscribe to the first link down below.